So hello everyone. Now we are going to implement and compare different bean scopes such as singleton, prototype, requests, and session.
So, goal of the code to illustrate the lifecycle and instance behavior of string beans using different scopes by exposing endpoints that return a unique identifier. The unique identifier or UUID of each bean instance. This helps visualize whether a bean is shared or newly created on request.
And come here and name it as bean scope. Alright, add dependencies as such as web, spring web, another dependency dev tools, spring boot dev tools, and we need spring data jpa, and lastly we need h2 database. So that's it. No, and I think that's it. Yes, yeah. So after all this generated, so it will download. So go to the file location here, right click it and extract all. Choose the location and extract it. So as you can see, it's been extracted. Now search VS Code, come here, you can see bin scope. So in the main Java, as you can see, there's a bin scope here. Check to see if it runs or not. It will take some time. So it's been opening. Let us create not file. Let us create folders in the meantime. So create a folder, controller, yes, and click here. Create another folder, repository. So it's been running. So not repository, we don't need a repository, we need a service folder, and yes, another folder model, and enter. That's it. So as you can see, it's running. So come here, it's running at 8080 port 8080. Come here, type 8080, just 8080, and as you can see, there is something here. So come here to so create another folder in file in model, name it as scope bean .java. Alright, so all this comes here. Now come here and type private final string and UUID equal to UUID dot random UUID. So all these things imports. So if you type here dot string s and a semicolon here, that's it. So come here, type private, not private, we need public string get 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 UUID. Now we have created method get UUID, and inside that return, we need to return the UUID. Yes, that's it. So come to services, create another folder, name it as Singleton. Singleton bean dot java. Yes, as you can see, it all comes here. Now come here, declare annotation component and another component as scope, and that's it. Now write Singleton here. Yes. So now extends public class Singleton extends scope bin. We need to enter the name. Not the, we need the one we have in the model, so we have to name it as scope bin, not scope bin. We need to name it as scope bin. So yeah, scope bin. All right, so press control space. Now create another file, name it as prototype bean dot java. Prototype bean dot java. Yes, so all this comes here. We have to declare an annotation at component. In the next line, another component at scope. Inside the bracket, we need to write as prototype. So it's the same as the Singleton bin. We have to extends scope bin. Yes. Okay, so we need to create another folder file, give the name as request scope bin dot java. So all this comes here. So come here and write at component. Yes. So in the next line, at scope, and in the brackets you write value equal to web application context. Yes, dot scope request. All right, so come here, write extends scope bin. Scope bin. Yes. So after this, create another file, name it as session bean, session scope bean dot java dot java. Yes, all this comes here. Now comes the right component. Now scope, uh, oh sorry, we have to write scope. It doesn't come here. Oh, we have to put an annotation here. Forgot that. Right, scope. Yes. Now bracket value equal to web application context dot request scope session. Yes. Now here type in extends here. Type extends scoping. So alright, it's done here. Um, right. We have to write more here. Implements serializable. Yes. It imports all of it automatically. So it's done here. Now create a file in controller. Name it as scope controller dot java. It all comes here. Come here, put an annotation at rest controller to declare this as a controller. So after this we have to put another annotation and request an annotation request mapping. Yes, in the bracket slash scope. Yes, that's it. Now come here at auto where enter private. We have to make an object private private. We have to make from singleton bean an object of singleton bean. Private singleton bean. Yes, and name it as singleton bean. Singleton bean. All right, so make another auto create another object private prototype bean, object of prototype bean, and name it as prototype bean, semicolon. Yes, now we have to make another void private. Now we are making request scoped bean, request scoped bean. Yes, now name it as request scoped bean. We have to make another one for the session scoped. So auto private session scope bean. Yes, name it as session scoped bean, semicolon here. Yes, now after this, now we have to put a get mapping path as singleton. So after this we have to make a method public string get prototype oh singleton, get singleton scope. All right, so inside this function method return prototype bean UUID plus prototype bean dot get UUID semicolon. So create another get mapping down here at get mapping. Now we are making prototype slash, oh there's the prototype here. We will switch it as prototype and name it as prototype scope prototype. Yes, so we'll make the singleton here slash singleton. Yes, so after this make a method public string public string get singleton, so get singleton scope bracket here, flower brackets, and inside this return singleton bean singleton bean UUID colon and plus singleton bean dot get UUID semicolon. So here's colon. Alright, so we have to make another get mapping here. Slash path as slash request. Yes, so make a method here public string get request scope scope. Yes, so in this return all are the same. Here we have to return, sorry, bean UUID colon plus request scoped bean dot get UUID semicolon. Alright, so here to make another get mapping and set the part as session slash slash session. Yes, now public string get session scope. Yes, bracket flower brackets. Now return session bean UUID. Yes, colon plus session scoped bean dot get UUID semicolon. Yes, that's it. So we have to write this here scoped proxy mode dot target proxy mode here too in the session ID and request scoped bean session scoped bean and request scoped bean. So now come here, it started at 8080 localhost 8080. Come here and type, we have to type scope here. So now it comes, the output comes here, the request one. So next we are typing session. So it, as you can see, now let's prototype. Yes, prototype UID. Now scope scope slash singleton. So everything has come here.
So what are these bean scopes? The Spring bean scopes define how many instances of a bean Spring creates and how long those instances live. So scope singleton. The behavior is one instance per Spring container application with singleton. So the scope prototype behavior is new instance every time it is requested, and the request scope is new instances per HTTP request. So this is only valid in application, web application, and the scope session, same instances for each HTTP session per user session. All right.